How does one get into airsoft? Well, personally, I had it pretty easy.
Dominion Commando here with a continuation of what Sarah said. Um, how to get into airsoft? If you don't want to go solo, like she said, she is pretty fortunate to have her boyfriend take her out, and there's not many people that like have friends or dating or whichever the case may be, but everybody has a group of friends. So maybe grab a group of your friends and go as a team or a squad, or whichever the case may be. It is true. Most of us airsofters will help you if you need help. Don't be afraid to ask. That's what the community is about. We help each other. We're all friends. We're all like, big family. Very, very big from around the world, quote unquote. Moving on. Also, as the facts go on, equipment can be expensive. Some of it, depending on which way you want to go. There are a lot of guys who want to be like special forces, military, police, so they'll probably get the gear that will match the specs of an actual military or police loadout. I know a couple of them. Speed softers is basically kind of like paintball. So they're going to either rig up their gear to be super light or they'll be mill speed with the military look, but the speed soft mask and everything else. Again, those are the three universes of airsoft that you also have to be aware of where you're going or what group you want to do. Um, Also, there is a team in Jersey called the Hollywood Hits, and they're like random from World War II to the mob to a cowboy. And airsoft like that is pretty diverse. Also, if you're one of those LARPers and you get into like the whole like Balahack event theme, also have to be time period accurate. So all the weapons would have to be from the Wild West or World War II or Vietnam. Also, check out Broken Arrow Airsoft. One of my guys is on it. His name's Mike. He does Viet Con like reenactments, but with airsoft guns. You do all the nightly patrols and period accurate strategies. Other than that, you got myself, Dominion Airsoft, my team, my squad, my family. You also have Black Wings Airsoft, who is part of our alliance. I would consider us mill speeders, but most of my guys are into the milsim thing. I consider myself a mill speeder because I do both, and I love doing both. Granted, like I said, there's has been stuff holding us back, but we're punching through it like it's no tomorrow. Um, Recently, we just had to move one of our big time going out events. Hopefully, by this month, I'll be at Zulu 24. Haven't been there. I miss it. Honestly, I miss the guys there. My boy Jojo, you know, stuff like that. But that's all jokes aside. Most of the guys, either one of the refs, officials, somebody in the store, or somebody you meet on the field that you've camped with or like held a position with. Like those kind of guys, they will help you. As long as you make a quick connection on the field, you should be good. Like, me for instance, I don't care. I'm trying to get back to the community what it gave me. So I'm trying to help as many people as I can. That's what my YouTube and my now TikTok, my Facebook, all that stuff. It's basically to help the new generation of airsofters slash whoever's trying to get into the sport, girl, guy, whatever. Like hit me up. It's not a big deal. I'm not a stranger. I'm very friendly. But moving on with the facts. Equipment can run you cheap or it can run you expensive. That really depends on your personal preference and what you want. Unless you're going to specify your class right away and be like, oh, well, I run this in COD. Or, I've done some of this. It might be your best bet. Maybe you're a sniper. Maybe you had military training and you're getting an airsoft. You might be a sniper. Who the heck knows? I can't protect myself. I mean, I'm mostly assault and mid range because I'm more of the aggressive player on the field. As long as I know my bearings and all that, I'm going to be cautious if it's a new area or I haven't been there in a while because obviously some of the fields change regularly, or once a week, once a month, once a year. they'll rechange the layout. Then you got to get used to it. That's where you get hit, but honestly, you take it slow. Obviously, you're gonna get hit a lot, but as soon as you know where you are, what you're doing, it's just an easy snap game from there. Um, Also, continuing what Sarah said, like I said, if you don't want to be a solo lone wolf trying the sport, get a group of friends to go. That'll make you feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable. Um, like she said, also grab rental mask, rental gun. Like I said, unless you go with a friend that actually does airsoft, maybe he might have some extras laying around. Just make sure the gun is not too hot, depending on where you are. Outdoors, it don't really matter that much. Um, Indoors is going to matter because it's close quarters. From me to, like, say, this pile of wood behind me, that would be close quarters. So obviously, you don't want the gun too hot. Um, this is one of my first 10 minute segments, so bear with me here. Um, Also, continuing what Sarah said, it's like I said, it's fortunate that she had her quote unquote boyfriend to get her into it, so she would feel more comfortable. And being intimidated, yeah, I mean, I can do a flashback story time real quick. Um, Back when I first started, I'm looking at all these guys like, holy shit, they have so much crap. I was like, oh god, that guy's got a vector. Oh god, that guy's got a machine gun. Like, our first ever event as Dominion Airsoft, despite that our original name would have been Legacy Airsoft, but we chose Dominion over that. Moving on. Um, we used to go to this place that closed down, Godfather. It was good, and then over the years, it started getting a bad reputation. So obviously, that place got shut down. They tried to move to the Meadowlands. That didn't work out so well. Um, their location, I think personally, was great. They got the bamboo forest. They had the watchtower, whichever. They had a bunch of events for every single holiday. Halloween, I think we did Arkham Asylum. We did the Zombie. We did the Cobra, GI Joe. Those are some really good events. I wish any field could bring back. That's close by in the PA, New York, or Jersey area. Um, like I said, I do miss those times, but obviously, due to the times of quote unquote COVID and all that, place got shut down, and the area had a bad reputation anyway, so obviously it closed. But plainly stating is, it really depends on how you want to start, when you want to start, what do you want to start with. What Sarah is saying in this video is 100% correct because I have done airsoft for about 12 years currently. So take it from me, or take it from any other airsoft around the world, that when we say we've been through some shit, we've been through some shit, and we've learned a thing or two. I mean, you could go with whatever you play with COD. If you're not comfortable with it, change it up. All you really would have to do is change the weaponry because you already had your gear. But my strategy is you play with it, see if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable with it, ditch it. Give it like 3 or 4 matches. If it's like a piece of gear, or like, you're running with a squad and somebody picks you up, just make sure your other teammates are informed. Um, but that's basically how you get into airsoft, by getting with a bunch of guys, a bunch of girls, a group of friends, do an event, and you meet other airsofters that will help you along the way and all that. Do collabs and stuff like that. I'm looking to do a sorry, collab with my buddy Warwolves. We were chatting it up on Instagram Live, so stay tuned for that when that happens in the winter. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this story time slash helpful advice. Um, Go listen to Sarah's whole video. It is very informative, but I'm also just backing her up on a couple of things. Everybody has their own different opinion about the sport, so pay attention, take notes, review, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully, I will see you onto the battlefield. This is Dominion Commando signing off.